Okay, let's zero in on the life nutrition segment, the powerhouse we saw earlier. This isn't just about making vitamins, it's about being a global leader. The company has built a comprehensive portfolio covering everything from basic vitamins to specialized carotenoids and related compounds. They operate in two main spheres, feeding animals and nourishing humans. Think feed additives for livestock, poultry, aquaculture, and then products finding their way into food fortification, dietary supplements, and even cosmetics. Their bread and butter includes heavy hitters like vitamin E, vitamin A, biotin, beta-carotene, and astaxanthin. And they're not just playing locally, they're recognized globally, sitting comfortably among the top 3 producers worldwide for several key products like VE, beta-carotene, and astaxanthin. That's serious international clout. This leadership wasn't handed down, it was earned through relentless innovation. Look at this timeline. It's a testament to breaking down barriers. Back in 1998, they cracked the code on cumin, a critical intermediate for vitamin E production, becoming the first domestic player to do so. This wasn't just a minor step, it shattered a foreign monopoly. Fast forward to 2000, and they achieved the same feat for natural vitamin E itself, ending a 30-year foreign lock on the market and jumping straight into the global top 3. Just a year later, they pioneered biotin production in China, quickly scaling up to become the world's largest producer. And in 2005, they mastered the fermentation process for CoQ10, another domestic first. This isn't just about catching up, it's about consistently leading the charge in domestic R&D and industrialization for key nutritional ingredients. So, what fuels this demand for vitamins? Primarily, it's the feed industry, over 2/3 of the demand. Why is this important? Because animals, especially in modern intensive farming systems, can't synthesize most vitamins efficiently. They need them in their feed. Now, here's a key insight. Despite being a large component of feed, vitamins typically make up only a small fraction of the total feed cost, maybe 1% to 2%. This means downstream feed producers and farmers aren't super sensitive to vitamin price swings. They'll buy what they need, regardless. Beyond the feed, vitamins are also used in food and beverages, and of course, in medical applications. Looking ahead, the big driver is the growing appetite for meat in China. Per capita consumption, while rising, is still well below levels in developed nations like the US or Japan. As incomes rise, so does the demand for animal protein. Interestingly, the trend towards larger, more concentrated farms, especially in aquaculture and poultry, means the growth in demand for these specific additives often outpaces the growth in total feed volume. It's a structural shift favoring specialized inputs. Now, let's talk about the battlefield these vitamins are produced in. It's not a free-for-all. Making these vitamins, especially E and A, requires deep technical know-how, massive capital investment, and a significant scale. You can't just pop up a small factory and expect to compete. This leads to high market concentration. For vitamin E, it's basically a 5-horse race. DSM, BASF, Zhejiang Pharma, NHU, and Jilin Beisha control over 90% of the global output. For vitamin A, the top players, DSM, NHU, Zhejiang Pharma, BASF, Andisu, Kingsway hold the majority. This oligopoly structure is crucial. Because there are so few major players, any significant change in supply from one of them, think a plant shutting down for maintenance, like DSM did in Switzerland back in 2013, or the infamous BASF fire in 2016, or even recent events like the Ludwigshafen explosions in 2024 sends shockwaves through the market, causing prices to spike or plummet. It creates these cyclical booms and busts. While the existing giants face high entry barriers, keep an eye on potential new capacity, like Wanhua Chemical's new citral plant, which could potentially shake things up in the future. So, how does this company navigate this concentrated, cyclical market? A key weapon is integration. They don't just assemble the final vitamin product, they build much of the supply chain internally. For vitamin E, they developed their own processes for critical intermediate chemicals. For vitamin A, they tackled the tricky starting material, citral. Getting their own citral production line online in 2021 made them the second domestic and fourth global player capable of large-scale production. This vertical integration is huge. It insulates them from price volatility in those raw materials, giving them a significant cost advantage over competitors who have to buy these inputs on the open market. Combine this with their sheer scale, they consistently lead the pack in vitamin E output and are a major player in vitamin A, and you get powerful economies of scale. Plus, they leverage this scale to offer a diverse range of products, from different grades of VE oil to various strengths of VA powder, even extending into finished health supplement capsules. Let's connect the dots between the market and the company's bottom line, specifically looking at vitamin E, their biggest product. This chart is pretty telling. The blue bars represent the company's net profit, and the red line tracks the average market price for vitamin E. See how closely they move together. It's a strong correlation. When the VE price line shoots up, the profit bars tend to be tall. Conversely, when the VE price line dips, the profit bars shrink. This clearly shows how exposed the company's profitability is to the ups and downs of the VE market cycle. Remember those historical events we discussed. The period from 2008 to 2012 saw a boom in profits, partly because anti-tumor pulled out of the VE market, tightening supply and pushing prices up. Then came the downturn from 2013 to 2019, coinciding with lower VE prices, which squeezed the company's profits. Understanding this link is key to predicting future performance. What about the present and the future? The outlook looks brighter, particularly for vitamin E and A. Since early 2024, we've seen a clear recovery in prices for both. What's driving this? Several factors are converging. Major domestic producers have announced maintenance shutdowns, reducing supply. Demand from the downstream sectors, like the recovery in pork prices, is picking up. And then there's the big one, the BASF Ludwigshafen explosion in July 2024. That incident significantly impacted their production capacity for precursors used in both VE and VA. Adding to the pressure, BASF recently extended their estimated restart dates for VA and VE production to April 2025 and July 2025 respectively, much later than previously anticipated. This tighter supply, coupled with a relatively stable industry structure and rigid demand, points towards sustained price strength. For this company, riding this wave should translate directly into improved financial results. Looking beyond the immediate commodity cycles, the company needs to think about long-term value creation. How does it compare to the global giants like BASF? BASF didn't just make vitamins. They built a vast ecosystem around the core ingredients like vitamin A, carotenoids, and lutein, creating countless high-value, differentiated products for human nutrition. This company, while incredibly strong in producing the raw vitamins themselves, has an even broader range of these basic building blocks. They also possess a solid platform in microencapsulation technology, which is crucial for delivering these ingredients effectively. The opportunity lies in leveraging these strengths. Instead of just selling bulk vitamin E or A, they can develop sophisticated, customized formulations, think targeted supplements, specific delivery systems for better absorption, or unique combinations tailored to health trends. The goal is to move up the value chain, moving beyond basic commodities into the higher margin world of human nutrition and health supplements, much like BASF has done. They're already taking steps in this direction. The company has some unique cards to play in the health supplement space. They're not just big in traditional vitamins, they're leaders in niche but valuable areas like beta-carotene, astaxanthin, lutein, and zeaxanthin, even helping set quality standards for lutein and zeaxanthin internationally. They have the fermentation and the microencapsulation tech platforms ready. They've already proven they can launch successful products like their Lai brand lutein chews, which apparently hit the ground running and gained a strong foothold in the eye health supplement market. The strategy moving forward seems clear. Take those leading positions in specific ingredients, combine them with their formulation capabilities, and build out a compelling portfolio of high-value health products. This isn't just about incremental sales, it's about capturing a bigger piece of the growing, more profitable health and wellness pie. So, wrapping it all up, this company presents a fascinating case. It's anchored by a dominant life nutrition segment, historically a leader driven by innovation, though its profit contribution lags behind its revenue size. Its fortunes are deeply tied to the cyclical nature of the vitamin market, particularly vitamin E. However, its integrated production model provides a significant buffer and cost advantage. Looking ahead, the path to continued success likely involves successfully navigating the short-term cycles while strategically expanding into higher value, diversified human nutrition and supplement products, leveraging its core strengths to capture greater profitability and market share in the long run.